everybody, welcome back to the Craft Beer Hub. I've got another beer review for you, and it is from a brewery that I've never had anything from before. Now, Time and Tide, they're from down in Kent. I don't particularly know where. I don't want to look at the back of the can yet. I know they're from Kent because my sister got this for me from a Kent or a Kentish market when they were visiting their family. They've just come back to New Zealand, but they were visiting family, and she got this for me from a small little market. So I don't know how big Time and Tide are. I've heard of Time and Tide, but maybe not had any of their beers. This particular beer is called Fridge King. It's a 5% IPA. The can art's cool, isn't it? It's kind of got a bit of a kind of cartoony, American cartoony vibe to it, which is pretty cool. I don't know. I've got no idea how much it cost. I wouldn't even know. Wouldn't have a clue. But yeah, I certainly know it. I certainly know it is from Kent. Yeah, Time and Tide. I think they've got a pretty good reputation. I've seen them on a few bottle shops, like high-end bottle shops, kind of like your bottle shops that you go to when you really want to get some really good quality. I've seen them in a few bottle shops now, and I don't know why, but I always click past them. I can't give you a reason why. I'm not much of a brand sucker, if I'm honest, but I don't know. Maybe I am. I don't know. Right, let's get a glass. I've got my glasses in here now because it's just easier because the kitchen cupboard gets absolutely stacked with them. I've got my Lord Sleeper glass, kind of a stemmed tulip glass I feel is going to be perfect for this beer. Let's spin it around. I do that to agitate all the sediment at the bottom that contains loads of flavour, because these craft IPAs, if they sit for a long time, it all collects at the bottom, and then you get kind of a two-stage tasting process in a beer, whereas you want the beer to be kind of the same all the way through, don't you? Let's get her open then. Boom. Nice smoky can opening. Little bit of a puff from the bubbles. Let's get her in the glass. Nice and hazy. That is for sure. Very hazy. Jesus, it's soup. Boom. There we go. Look at that. Jeez, it is light. It's very light. It's a lot. The ring light is making it look a little bit lighter to you, but this is almost lemon curd coloured. This it almost looks like lemon curd with a head. It's got a 1.5 finger white foamy fluffy head that I think is going to dissipate relatively quickly. Carbonation wise, can't really see too much. Tiny bits of sediment in the glass. But yeah, lemon curd every single day of the week. Let's get an aroma then. Oh, it smells good. And I said lemon curd, and it's literally sweet. It literally smells like sweet lemon curd as well. Pineapple. Hint of peach, slightly piney. Oh, the more you smell it, the more the lemon comes out. Real zesty lemon now I'm getting. That smells cracking. It smells really good. I'm really hopeful for this Time and Tide. Come on, don't let me down. Cheers, everybody. That is fresh. Oh, that's fresh. That's lovely. Oh, that ending as well. That's really good. It's an assault straight away. There's no kind of malt build up at the front. It is just whack hops straight off the bat. The lemon, the sweet lemon, the zesty lemon, it's all in there. That kind of fades away into a bit of pineapple. Lovely fresh pineapple. Really fresh pineapple. And then there's a really dry, bitter, piney edge to the back of this beer. That's really good. I haven't had a. I mean, this is defined as a 5% IPA, right? So it's not going to be uber thick. It's going to have a bit of carbonation about it. And it is. It's not the thickest beer in the world. I would suggest it is kind of, there is a slight oaty taste. So I would think it's probably got oats in it. It's got great mouthfeel. Slightly, these lower ABV beers tend to be slightly higher carbonated, and this is slightly, the carbonation level is slightly higher than, say, like, what's a common IPA? Like a Northern Monk Transient, for instance. I think Northern Monk do cracking beers. So you don't think Northern Monk Transient, that's 7%. It's not soupy. There is a bit of a the carbonation does tingle the tongue a little bit. But the body does this beer a favour, and the flavours are absolutely lovely. Is there any peach? Yes, there is peach. I got it in the aroma. And that finish is absolutely lovely. The peach comes between the pineapple and that kind of real piney, drying, bitter finish. And what are you left with? Piney, a piney bitterness, slight piney bitterness still there. Which is really quite good from time and tide. Sorry, I'm a bit snuffly today. Yeah, I like that. I normally get a bit narky with IPAs under 6% because I think 6% is a perfect level for an IPA. That's when you start really going into thicker mouthfeel, lower carbonation, heavier hopped. But that's kind of like the level for me where it all kicks in. This is probably one of the best sub 6% IPAs I've had in a very long time. It's got way more about it than a session IPA for me. I think the only real hint of, because a 5% beer could be considered a session IPA, couldn't it? The only slight hint of session IPA about it is that carbonation, but it's such a light carbonation. It's not heavy. It doesn't intrude on the flavours of the beer or the mouthfeel. So I think it's a really clever beer for time and tide. Because personally, I think a lot of people get put off by the 6% stuff, if I'm honest. If they're trying to break into a market, if they're down in Kent, we'll find out exactly where in a minute, but if they're down in Kent trying to, get people away from lagers and, big pale ales, this is the beer to do it. It's not, the ABV is not going to scare people off, and probably as a result of the slightly lower ABV, it probably is slightly lower in price. So it's a really clever beer from time and tide, and it's absolutely lovely. It's got so much to it. It's got so much to keep me interested. Fridge King IPA, 5% volume, brewed with Citra and Nelson Sauvin. Hops at dry hop rate of 18 grams a litre. Yeah, seems to be a thing now. This seems to be the next stage in sort of hop fashion on the side of a can, sort of talking about grams per litre. Ingredients are water, barley, oats, wheat, hops and yeast. Very nice. Brewed on site at Stattenborough Farm, Deal in Kent. Keep cold, drink fresh, 4%. That is cracking. Look at that can art. I love the can art as well. It's sort of got that kind of American cartoony home scene with King Henry in the middle of it, sort of doing his thing. Yeah, I just can't fault it, if I'm honest. That's really, really good. That is really, really, really good. There's so much in there, and I think there's a bit in. I think this beer would suit everybody. The ABV is great. The flavours are great. In terms of flavour profile for a real high-end craft beer drinker, there's so much in there for you. This is really good from time and tide. I can't give it any less than 5 out of 5. That is absolutely cracking. One of, if not the best, sub 6% IPAs I've had in a very long time, if ever. Yeah, there we go. Thanks very much for watching, guys. If you want to go and check Time and Tide out, I'm sure they've got an Instagram. Go and check them out. I think they're only a small brewery from what I've seen. But yeah, that Fridge King is absolutely cracking. I recommend you pick one up. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. Have you had Time and Tide beer? Let me know. Is this just a one-off, or are they really this good all the way through the range? I'd be really interested to know. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.